2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10 FQ300. As you can see, finished in black with the black wheels and a black Recaro interior. This one was driven to us a couple of 100 miles up from just below Sheffield. Made the journey with no problems at all. Apparently, I briefly had it down the road. It does seem to drive well. From what I can tell, relatively standard car. We'll point out any mods that we can see as we go as well. But like I say, generally standard. It does come on that registration plate, N17BHP. If you check the description, we'll detail everything as far as service history goes, things like that. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. If we start on this driver's front wing, a couple of light scratches at the very front there, one there, one there. But the rest of the wing, all lovely and tidy. Apart from we do have a little scratch that's been touched in there. Inside the arch is nice and tidy all the way around. A couple of little stone chips just there, chipping the paint. But no sign of any corrosion or anything, but I believe they are aluminium front wings. Nice and tidy on the wheel and on the brake caliper, and what looks to be quite a good disc as well. Coming down this side, if we look up the A pillar, you've got one little stone chip that's been touched in there. But other than that, all nice and neat. What looks to be a touched in stone chip just on the front leading edge there. And the roof itself does have some swirls where it's been sort of washed with a sponge over the years, so it could do with a bit of a cut and polish on that. There's a couple other spills here and there as well, but generally pretty good. All nice and tidy on the wing mirror. Nothing to note coming down the driver's door with the exception of a very small scratch just there. Nice and neat apart from where we've missed some dirt there on the sill, so ignore that. Still has the little PPF section down here, but there is a few stone chips down the bottom, which when you look at the car, you'll see it kicks out as it goes towards the wheel. That's exactly where the stones would go. Rest of that rear door, nice. We do have a couple of little marks where it's been opened on something at some point, and a very small scratch on the very top of the rear arch. The rest of the arch is sharp and tidy all the way around. Very light scuff just there. Another good wheel and tyre. If we look up that side, you can see it is nice and straight. It's not full of filler or anything like that. Round on the back, both tail lights are bright and clear, as are the reflectors down the bottom. Both exhausts sit nice and level and straight. Diffuser is good all the way along. Does have these sort of like carbon fibre heat shields on top of the exhaust, which is a nice touch as well. All good along the back end. And again, this spoiler can be used sometimes to lift the boot up and down and normally get some stress cracks in it. But this one looks to be all good. A little bit of a scratch there. But other than that, all nice and tidy. Coming around on the passenger side, nice and neat. Again, if we look up that side, you can see it's nice and straight. It's not thick with filler or anything like that. All good around that rear arch. A little bit of a stone chip on the leading edge where it meets the door. All good on that wheel and tyre. Glass all the way around is nice and clear as well. It's got tints on the rear, but it's all Mitsubishi stamped up. No ingrained scratching or anything like that. You can have another look at the roof from here. Nice and neat on that rear door and along the sill. We've got a little scuff there where someone's caught it getting in and out of the front passenger side, but nothing really to note on that front door. All good on the wing mirror and up the A pillar. It looks to be a very small stone chip where the front wing meets the pillar. Other than that, all nice and tidy. And then front wing, got a little mark there that's been touched in. Just wants the head taken off it with a polisher. Nice and clean inside that arch. There's no stone chips on this side. All good on the wheel and tyre. A little bit of curb rash on the outer lip. Round on the front, the headlights on both sides, lovely and clean and bright, as are the fog lights down the bottom. Bottom half of the diffusers, the front bumper's all good. It's not been scraped up any curbs or anything like that. One or two very minor stone chips, but generally for the age and the mileage, very good. And the bonnet itself is all nice and straight. Moving on to the interior. Like I say, it's got that black Recaro interior. Really comfy seat. Sort of these carbon fibre centre sections. A little bit of wear on the bottom of the bolster there. Top one's pretty good. Bottom one, a little bit of a sag, a little bit of wear, but generally pretty good. It looks worse than it does on the camera, just purely out the light. If we get close to it, you can see it's not actually that bad. Original mats in there, they look to be in decent condition. And I'm guessing they've been down from new because the carpet underneath is brand new. Nice and clean and tidy on the door card. It has the Rockford Fosgate upgraded stereo in there as well, which is nice. It is the twin clutch SST, which again, this seems to shift nice. It's nice and smooth, it's not jerky. You do have your all-wheel drive control being an Evo. No real wear to note on the steering wheel. little bit of sort of grubbiness. That looks like it would clean off, to be fair. 120,383 miles on this one. Like I say, it was driven a couple of 100 miles up to us yesterday. All nice and clean on that rear door card. The rear bench, nice and tidy. This material can show its age quite quickly if it's not looked after. This one looks to be all good. Backs of the seats are nice and neat. They're not ingrained with dirt or anything like that. Should have opened the boot as we went round, but hey ho. There you go. And then into the boot, got that factory Fosgate sub. Carpet's all nice and clean and tidy. If we lift that up, you've got some spares and some bits and bobs in there. Tow eye, all that sort of stuff. Obviously no spare wheel in these. Underside of the boot lid looks nice as well. Rear passenger side, nice and neat on the door card. All the door shuts are good. They've not had seat belts slammed shut in them or anything like that. Nice and tidy in that rear seat. Headlining looks to be all good. There's no sagging in the corners or anything like that. Front passenger side, nice and neat on the door card. This seat, very, very good. No wear on it at all. Really, really nice. All nice and firm on the bolsters. Carpet on this side is good. This side of the dash is nice and neat. Standard original Mitsubishi media unit in there as well. There's no cheap, nasty aftermarket one. And then under the bonnet, as far as I'm aware, with the exception of what looks to be a HKS hard pipe there and a pipe and a hose set at the back there, looks to be pretty standard. If we go through the paperwork, if there's anything been done to it, we will detail it in the description. No fluid or anything dropping on the floor. Like I say, we'll get it fired up. Firing up on the button, we'll go straight around the back. No nasty blue smoke or anything to worry about coming out of there. Taking over and idling nice and smoother on the front. So there you have it, 2008 Mitsubishi Evo 8. Evo 10. Any more questions at all, please get in touch. Thank you.